Thank you for stopping by to check out our latest video. Please give the video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Okay, let's jump right in.
Sony couldn't have asked for a better closing act. Ghost of Tsushima swiftly won over hearts and wallets, as it took gamers across a beautiful yet brutal feudal Japan. It has a stunning 9.3 Metacritic user score. It is also the fastest original IP for the PlayStation 4. And given its debut, it will most definitely get a sequel. But before we get all excited, no, Sony hasn't announced Ghost of Tsushima 2. It's only been a month. But we do know that Sucker Punch likes to spin franchises out of new IPs, as Sly Cooper and Infamous are great examples of this. And they typically need 2 years before pushing out a sequel as well. Since we're crossing console generations, it's safe to say that we'll only need to get wind of a Tsushima in 2022 or so to sustain the PlayStation 5 momentum. The question is, will they replace Jin with a female lead? Intended or not, Ghost of Tsushima comes across as the Assassin's Creed that fans have been wanting. The difference is that Ghost has plenty of strong female characters, many of whom could form story DLCs. Considering the massive popularity of female leads, such as Kassandra, Aloy, and Ellie, the idea of a woman samurai on Ghost 2's cover doesn't sound far-fetched at all. Just be warned that moving forward there will be spoilers and speculation. While there isn't a science fiction meta-narrative to tie the future games together, Sucker Punch does have plenty of historical material. After the Mongolian defeat in 1274, the invaders eventually returned with a second, deadlier force in 1281. This time, they even managed to brush up against the Japanese mainland. There are a few possibilities for the sequel. Our ghost Jin Sakai could stay on Tsushima to defend the island. In reality, this was the bloodier, more devastating invasion of the two, and Jin could live up to his late uncle's memory of leading the defenders in battle. Alternatively, he could journey to the mainland in search of Tomoe, only to wind up fending off more angry Mongolians. Or maybe Sucker Punch goes all in with the Kurosawa aesthetic. Jin the Ronin traveling through the mainland to fight bandits, help people, and restore his clan's name. The problem with either of those is they're too predictable. It feels safe, which is the last thing a next-gen open-world game should aspire to. So what should Ghost of Tsushima 2 do? Don't let us play as Jin. He's a great guy and all, but the story is complete. We've seen him struggle, we've seen him grow and embrace personal sacrifice to defend his homeland. He's done enough. So much so that he could have inspired someone else, a new Ghost. It's easy to imagine a young female survivor, because the Mongols wouldn't leave boys alive. Looking up to Jin and his exploits, eager to find vengeance and purpose. After the decimation in Tsushima, why wouldn't Jin pass on his skills to someone else? He was pragmatic enough to cast his samurai code aside, so he'd be smart enough to teach anyone willing to fight. That brings us to Yuna, the thief who rescued Jin on multiple occasions. Her skills are already complementary with the Ghost, so training could offer her a chance to sharpen her abilities. Considering the PlayStation 5's faster load times, the woe factor could be playing them all at the same time. Imagine ambushing a Mongol camp from multiple sides with multiple ghosts switching simultaneously between each other. Sounds pretty sick. Unlike a particular sequel, we don't even have to kill Jin. He'll be the first to defend Tsushima in a second invasion, but he's going to need all the help he can get against a larger enemy force. Perhaps you run missions together as a ghost in training, only for you to part ways when the war turns desperate. Suppose Jin's too weakened to move as he once did, so he hides, offering wisdom, equipment, and a new skill or two. Maybe now there's a qualified ghost on Tsushima. He'd feel confident enough to go after Tomoe on the mainland. After all, she's the one character who clearly has more to tell. What was she doing with the Mongols? Where did she go? Given how abruptly she left, could the fox masquerade as the ghost on the mainland? Because after Tsushima's events and Clan Sakai's renouncement, the story of the ghost has surely traveled across the country. What's more, the shogun wants Jin dead. That makes the ghost dangerous and worth a lot of money. If Jin goes to the mainland, would the Ronin be forced to duel samurai and bandits? Kurosawa frequently explored master discipline relationships in his films. We had Sanada and Matsunaga in Drunken Angel, Kanbei and Katsushiro in Seven Samurai, and the doctors Nade and Yatsumoto in Red Beard. A new, younger Ghost under the tutelage of Jin would not only be on theme for Ghost of Tsushima 2, but also give Sucker Punch more leeway to explore new stories, new characters, and new gameplay mechanics. There is little doubt that swapping Jin with a female lead character would anger some fans, but let's just see if the developers are up for the challenge. And there you have it.
Thank you so much for checking out our video. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and be sure to subscribe, and also hit that notification button to be updated on our latest videos.
Only if we stand together.